playoffs have arrived. It is the start of Super Wildcard Weekend, and off we go here on this Saturday. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Play action now. It's next. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up fourth down. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So that guy in the slot, Mike, yes, he has to have great reaction times. Yes, he has to have great quickness and speed. But because he's typically facing the shiftiest and highest targeted player on the opposing offense, he has to have great instincts. That's what we saw there. His reaction time and his anticipation allowed him to jump that route, get his hands on it, and snatch one of those targets away.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. A gain there of 27 yards.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he will get into the end zone. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, L.A.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw is Nix. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. They'll run with Cook. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Here's Nix to throw. Got a man. That's Rasheed Rice. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. Going up top. And he'll take it on in. James Cook. Touchdown, New York.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Jets will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man downfield, it's Franklin. The 1st-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment.
No score zone. Let's get it, man.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 2. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. First and 10. Now give on the ground. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. On is Koo for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chargers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A 1st down throw for Nix. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Second down. Knicks. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. That's how you get yourself out of a 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. It'll leave them just shy of the first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Knicks from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try it now with Hook. And he's going to have a Jets first down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. On 2nd down, it's Knicks. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. Second and a yard. On 2nd down, Hook. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Third and a yard. Throwing is Nix. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. That is caught, and he's in. Rashee Rice, touchdown, New York. Out comes Sly for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Jets will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield. But the next time they get an opportunity, you've got to find a way to connect.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. they'll set up to throw. And time's up in the pocket. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. Now timeout Jets. It'll be their second.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC Wildcard game. And that one will not be returned over the back line of the end zone. So the offense will get the ball at a decent spot, the 30-yard line. Third quarter begins with a run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Back to throw. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
3rd down and 9. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. Well, they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And that big offensive block, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Motion man is Rice. Hicks, now to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drop. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. So second down, and they'll run it. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. A run with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Play action now. It's Knicks. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The motion man here is McClure. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Second down, Nix. Open man downfield, it's Rice. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator
for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chargers are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. They'll begin here on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Good running inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Motion man, set right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And the Chargers have a 1st and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, L.A. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A 1st down throw for Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll throw out of the gun. This one, a deep shot for Rice.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it! And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Throwing is Nix. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Jets. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's good. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Chargers get set to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll go play action with Nix. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Man in motion is Smith. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throw it. Nix. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
A run with Cook. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Cook. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Gotta have it, 4th and 4. Moore going in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
I'll give on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.